So today, in this group, this particular group, the Ladies Let's Button This Jeans, or perhaps you're watching this on YouTube. Hello, so glad that you are here. Feel free to reach out and leave a comment, to contact me directly. You can go to my website, rosestein.com, super easy, and begin a dialogue and a communication with me about really getting you what you want. And, it seems kind of silly, but identifying and being very clear with yourself about what it is that you actually want is going to be helpful for you and actually achieving it. Because, we kind of often get what it is that we want. We get what it is that we practice. And this is why the work that I do personally and professionally around mindset and hypnosis and hypnotherapy and figuring out ways to change the way that we think about things is so helpful and beneficial in the weight loss world for women, especially who have really struggled with mindless eating or emotional eating or dieting for, many years or many decades. There is a need to really shift the way that we think about, the way that we approach weight loss and health, and identifying what it is that we want, because so many times we actually kind of cheat ourselves a little bit by playing small, like, oh, I just want to fit into that dress for the wedding. Oh, I just want to button my jeans, even though the name of this group is Button Those Jeans. And that is a nice experience. I'll tell you, it's really nice for someone who has struggled with large weight fluctuations to be able to wear the same pants, the same size, like year after year. It's like a miracle. It is. Every time that like winter comes around and I get my pants out from last year and I go and I put them on and they fit, it's like, that's freaking awesome. It's so cool. So for those of us who have really struggled, changing the way that we approach it, changing the way that we think about it. And the area in which we really cheat ourselves a little bit is by in the playing small of like, oh, well, I just want to lose weight. I just want to button those jeans. I just want to be this particular size. And all of the energy and the motivation is around achieving that one kind of external experience. And once that external experience has been achieved, where's the motivation to keep going? Where is the energy and the structure to keep us, not that we want to like get there and stay there, like hold on for dear life and like white knuckle that diet forever and ever. Like we don't want to live like that either. Reason why we end up kind of like going back and around is because we haven't really identified what it is that we want beyond just the experience of whatever that one thing is that is drawing us and motivating us. So ways in which that we can enhance our perspective and really allow more in, I'm talking more clarity, more energy, more willpower, more strength, more ability to really encompass what it is to live in the body that you are living in and to be healthy and vibrant and alive and to have all of the experiences that you want to have added where you feel comfortable. So these are the kinds of words that are going to start coming up if you are willing to do a little bit of writing, a little bit of thinking, and dive a little bit deeper to really create this vision for yourself that is broader. So if you did fit into those pants year after year, what else would that provide for you? What would you be hearing internally, your internal dialogue? What would you be hearing from the external? I know for me, it's like, oh, it's like awesome, right on, like this feels good. Externally, I feel more comfortable in the world. Like when I can fit into my clothes and they fit the way that I expect them to or that I want them to, I don't have to think about it all day long. You know what I'm saying? When you've put the pants on and they don't fit, and then it's like, but you don't really have anything else to wear. You hadn't gone to the store yet, or like they're kind of your favorite jeans. And you just promise yourself that on Monday, you're going to lose a few pounds. You don't really want to get rid of them, but it's a little bit uncomfortable all day long. You're kind of wondering if other people are noticing. And it's just this like constant barrage of thinking, internal dialogue that is just not necessary in life. So it's like when you're really getting the things that you want. So it's like, okay, I'm feeling comfortable. I'm having nice internal dialogue. I have space, in my life to do the things that I want to do and the energy to think the things that I want to think that have nothing to do with my body or my clothes, which is like, hallelujah, miracle. What else is that going to provide for me? Okay, what will I be seeing? And it's like, oh, like the world does seem lighter. It seems brighter. I feel like there's more possibilities and opportunities when I feel good in my body, when I have had a good night's sleep because I haven't been up all night eating weird stuff that has made, my body feel crazy, and you can have like a sugar hangover or not sleep well, or your blood sugar's out of whack, or your other hormones are out of whack because you're eating crazy. So it can be really powerful, again, to identify the things that you will be experiencing in your body, in your thoughts, your mind, what you'll be seeing, your clarity, like all of these other things that kind of surround the focus of weight loss, and make it so much more abundant, make it so much more fun and fulfilling to actually serve our bodies in that really wonderful way, where we are consistently eating fresh and alive and vibrant foods that fill our body, which then allow our soul to really shine. Because we all know what that's like. Like, it doesn't feel like we can really be our true self if our physical body is ailing, if it's aching, if it's craving, if it's distracted, if it's sad from what we ate the day before, or if we're like on some kind of, crazy diet and we're starving ourselves. So again, really broadening our horizon and allowing it to be fun and enjoyable. And I came across a saying the other day in a book that I was reading, and it was really powerful. And I wanted to share it with you here today, because especially for those of us who have food or weight or, hormonal issues, that's not awesome. We don't want to share that with other people. We tend to not want to talk about it. We just want it to freaking go away, right? Like, I get it. The last thing on earth I really ever wanted to do was like get up in front of people and talk about my weight and talk about my relationship with food and all of that stuff. It was very sensitive. It was kind of a shameful part of myself and my life. I didn't want to talk about it, especially if it wasn't the way that I wanted it, right? Like if I had gained some weight, or if I wasn't feeling well, if there was some kind of, physical thing going on, it was like, yuck, I don't want to talk about that. However, the really interesting thing, and this is the spiritual concept that I have been coming across, and I know that you have as well too, it's just been like really loud in my face right now, is this idea that if you really want something, you really want it, you want to feel good in your body, you want to lose the weight, you want to be consistent with your food choices, you want to not have cravings for stuff that don't work for your body and your mind. Like, if that's something that you really want and you're really clear about the broad picture and you've taken the time to identify it, if you were to then figure out a way that you could help somebody else achieve the thing that you really want, you would then in turn be able to have that thing, whatever it is, as well. So the idea is that if you really want something, help somebody else get that same thing that you want. And it seems kind of counterintuitive, but in a spiritual sense, it's just so right. It's so perfect, the way in which we are interconnected and the way in which we need each other. And foodie issues are isolating. Quite frankly, they're isolating. And so it makes it like the last thing that we want to do, but the most important thing that's going to help us is to step outside of that comfort zone, outside of that isolation, outside of thinking that we are alone and there's something wrong with us and that somehow we need to be fixed and that nobody really understands. And, I'm going to wait until I lose a few pounds and then go to the gym, or wait until I get my food under control and then go to the group meeting. I mean, there's so many ways in which our head messes with us and really doesn't allow us the full opportunity to do what it is that we need to do and achieve the things that we need to achieve, again, because those things are outside of our comfort zone, right? They're just out. I mean, we don't want to stretch way out, right? We like freak out. We don't even know who we are, but just outside of the comfort zone is where we are in dialogue and communication and helping and supporting each other. So if you have anyone in your life or any community and you are feeling nervous or afraid or not wanting to kind of like jump in, or and it's really interesting because a lot of the ladies that I work with, they either think like they're doing so well, they don't want to like brag to everyone else who might be struggling. And so they don't come to the group, or they tell me that they're not doing very well and they're embarrassed and they don't want to come to the group and like always be that person who's struggling. I'm like, I totally get it. I 100,000% get it. And that's just BS. That's just a belief system keeping us isolated, keeping us separate. So I really encourage you, if you really want something, help somebody else get it. Show up to the group meeting, regardless of how you feel or whatever drama your head is telling you. Show up anyway and give the support that you wish someone would give to you. And in turn, you are giving it to yourself because, quite frankly, we're all connected, right? It's all one anyway. Okay, so that is my tidbit for today. That is my power lesson. I am so grateful that you are here. Thank you so much. Mwah. I love you, ladies. Have a wonderful day, and we will talk soon. Bye.